to it, everybody. We are T-minus 7 days from the THA elections, and we are, finding out from all the candidates for the various electoral districts what their plans are should they be put into office. Joining me this morning via the phone, it's Rory Dillon, who's the candidate for Palatouvier Lansformy Speyside, Tobago. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the people of the electoral district of Palatouvier Lansformy Speyside. Good morning.
And thank you for joining us this morning. Now, with just 1 week away from the THA elections, the main thing in a lot of people's minds and the electoral district that you represent, it's, what is to come for this term should you be the one to hold the office. What would you say is the main issue that you would deal with in the earliest part of your term should you get the office?
The earliest part of my tenure in office, I want to go out there, be available to the people. The people are clamoring, the people are concerned about their representative being very much interacting with them. So I want to be out there listening to their concerns and just being available to them, so that I could tweak some of the situations and they are faced with. And I could give them some good guidelines and guidance into how we're going to achieve success and how we're going to alleviate a lot of the problems we face within this community. Okay? Unemployment is one of the key concerns, and we are going to work together with the people to see how we could address the problem.
Now, the Palatouvier Lansformy Speyside area, it's coastal, and the assumption would be that at least a considerable part of the income of that local economy there would come from, employment that is based on coastal work, fishing and whatnot. How do you intend to bolster, one, that industry itself in the area, and two, how do you intend to diversify so that they would not be so heavily dependent on just that one stream of income?
Well, we are trying, based on the PNM's manifesto, we are going to focus, we are going to inject some monies into the fishing industry. We plan to do a lot of training on that aspect. The fishermen need to be safe at sea, and they need to be able to diversify or be able to do things in a different way. Okay, we are going to be focusing on fishing. We are going to be focusing on agriculture. And when we say agriculture, we want to take the farmers to a new level where we're going to introduce agro-processing into the district. This is something that we haven't been seeing a lot of in the past.
So what you're alluding to, it's downstream products from the raw agricultural product.
From the raw material, yes.
Yes. How prepared is the Palatouvier Lansformy Speyside region? How prepared is that region to go into that type of production and go further down the line when it comes to the agricultural field industry?
We are not very much prepared in terms of the mindset of the farmers, and there's a lot of work to do in that area, We're going to have to bring technical people in to have the farmers properly prepared and trained. I have a lot of ideas in mind in terms of the products in which farmers could go towards,
Right.
So we have a lot of training to do.
And training means education. So when it comes to education and skills training in the Palatouvier area, what do you think is the disconnect right now that this now has to be done for them to be able to be prepared for that type of production?
A lot of people have been doing farming based on tradition, and it's like a fallback. And it's not like most people into farming to monetize or capitalize on the opportunities in farming. People do farming, based on tradition, and we need to get away from that.
Right.
We need to show people how they could make more money and turn farming into a business. We need to help them draft up proper business plans, have them register. There are a lot of people who still not are registered farmers, so they could capitalize on the incentives being offered to them by the Tobago House of Assembly.
Right.
The grants and the different facilities which they could connect with.
If there was something that you could do and change in the Palatouvier Lansformy area right now, this second, what would it be?
if I have to change something right now, what I will do is to work closely with the farmers, because we have the farmlands, we have fertile lands. I want to form groups. That is something have been absent along the district. There are 1 and 2 groups, but the farmers need to come together for one common goal and not try to attack this thing as a single farmer. We need to form groups, because sometimes a problem that is plaguing the farmers right now is that capital. So when they go to the Agricultural Development Bank to get a loan, they don't have that capital in order to secure the loan. So if they come together and pool their resources, then we could do much better.
And, that and many more plans, things that would help to improve the area and the region. When it comes to the youth development, what is your stance as the candidate for that area?
See again, I missed that question.
When it comes to youth development, what is your stance as the candidate for the Palatuve area?
Our youth development is already in train. I plan to work closely with the Police Youth Club in Charlottesville. They have been doing a wonderful job with the youth, targeting young males as well. I want to get them involved. I would have already started having meetings with youth in the area. I had one last Saturday in Castara where I called upon the youth to come out. So we sat and we had a meeting. I wanted to see where their mental space was at, what are the challenges they see that they are facing, and what are the things that they would like to see improve, and not just me imposing myself on them. So I'm going to continue that dialogue, and I already made it clear that I intend to, we have 7 villages in my district, and I intend to form youth groups in all 7 villages, because I really want them to come out and be interactive, so that we can educate them in different ways, educate them in history, their local history, educate them in tourism, because this is something that we need. I will also try to raise that intellectual level through remedial training.
And Rory Dillon, I want to thank you for your time this morning, and I wish you all the best 1 week from now with the elections. That was Rory Dillon, candidate for Palatuve Lance for Me Speyside in Tobago.